si Madriaga, hindi naman siya military personnel, hindi siya taga-AFP, hindi siya taga-DND. So the point was, itong formation ng VP-SPG, this was a process internal to the AFP and DND, and Madriaga was never part of that. So imposible yung sinasabi niya. Ano bang motive ni Madriaga? We have evidence, a text message or Facebook Messenger message from Madriaga to Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco on December 12, confirming that the allegations are pure fabrication. Bakit? Because in this text message, he was trying to convince Nolasco na mag-imbento ng kwento na yung confidential funds, si Nolasco daw ang nagbigay kay Madriaga. Tapos based on the text message, sabi ni Madriaga, siya na lang daw magpapaliwanag kung saan napunta yung confidential funds. And clearly, sinasabi niya dito sa text message na makakalabas siya ng kulungan kasi mag-state witness daw siya. So, yun, for us, this is clear evidence na gawa-gawa lang yung testimony against VP Sara, and there's a clear motive on Madriaga's part to do this, which is to get out of prison.
Let's begin the virtual presser of Attorney Paolo Panelo. Sir, do you have any opening remarks for this virtual presser?
Yeah, so first, thank you all for joining. Good morning. I am Attorney Paolo Panelo. I am counsel for Vice President Sara Duterte in connection with the perjury complaint that she filed against Ramil Madriaga. In the call with me is Attorney Inigo Soriano, my partner in the Panelo Law Office. So thank you for joining us. We all know. So just to clarify, we're not part of the impeachment defense team of VP Sara. We're just her counsel for the perjury. However, since Ramil Madriaga has been subpoenaed to appear and testify on April 14 before the House Justice Committee, and it appears that they will proceed because there is no TRO issued by the Supreme Court in connection with the petitions for certiorari and prohibition filed with the Supreme Court. We want to take this opportunity to just give you, to give the public a preview the testimony of Ramil Madriaga and the evidence that we have against him. And then while I present these to you, please take note that these pieces of evidence, these testimonies that I'm going to preview to you have already been filed with the Office of the City Prosecutor of Taguig in connection with the perjury complaint. So, and these are all official documents, sworn testimonies, so these are not speculations or unverified information. Okay? Should I proceed, JC?
Sir, yes, sir. You can proceed,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, so in the subpoena, specifically, the House Justice Committee wants Ramil Madriaga to testify on the allegation that he formed the Vice Presidential Security and Protection Group, and that he handled confidential funds with Colonel Raymond Lachica and Lieutenant Colonel Dennis Nolasco, and then that he delivered these supposed confidential funds to various persons upon the instructions of VP Sara. So this is a summary. This is what you're seeing on screen is an exact quotations from the affidavit of Ramil Madriaga, particularly paragraphs 13 and 14. We start with his claim that he formed the VP-SPG. So sabi niya, he was tasked to form the VP-SPG. This is the this is the group that is tasked to provide security and intelligence for the vice president. It's like the PSG counterpart of the office of the vice president. So sabi niya, he formed this VPSPG, and in connection with that, he said that he introduced Colonel Dennis Nolasco to VP Sara, who allegedly was one of his students in the Presidential Security Group, and that it was Colonel Nolasco who tapped the services of Colonel Raymond Dante La Chica to head the VPSPG. So what was VP Sara's response in the perjury complaint? So she denied that Madriaga had anything to do with the formation of the VPSPG, and she said that the formation of the VPSPG was a formal military initiative approved by then DND Secretary Delfin Lorenzana. And this process, of course, was entirely internal to the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the AFP, and the Department of National Defense, uninfluenced by outsiders lacking any official standing or authority in the military hierarchy, such as Madriaga. Bakit? Kasi si Madriaga, hindi naman siya military personnel, hindi siya taga-AFP, hindi siya taga-DND. So the point was, itong formation ng VPSPG, this was a process internal to the AFP and DND, and Madriaga was never part of that. So imposible yung sinasabi niya. As proof of that, we presented in the complaint affidavit a DND memorandum from then Secretary Delfin Lorenzana on the approval and activation of the VPSPG. And then also, the VP Sara's complaint affidavit is supported by the affidavits of Major General Jose Niembra, Brigadier General Randolph Cabangbang, Colonel Raymond La Chica, and Lieutenant Colonel Dennis Nolasco, who all attest that Madriaga was never part of the PSG or the VPSG in any capacity, which disproves his claimed roles in those groups, or any suggestion that Madriaga was in a position to be involved or have influence in the formation of the VPSPG. So we will give you copies of these materials later, but you will see even the complaint affidavit. If you want a copy of that, we can provide JC a copy of that for dissemination. But what you will see in the complaint affidavit and in these materials is these gentlemen that support the affidavit of VP Sara, the complaint affidavit of VP Sara. They were all connected with the PSG and the VPSG in the material dates that Madriaga claims he was part of those groups. So for example, Major General Jose Niembra and Brigadier General Randolph Cabangbang, they were part of the PSG from 2016 to 2022. So yun yung period that Madriaga claims that he was with the PSG. So they both say, we don't know that guy, and he's not, because of his criminal record, he's not qualified to work for us. Okay. And then you also have the testimonies of Colonel Raymond La Chica and Lieutenant Colonel Dennis Nolasco. Apart from that, we secured certifications from the Presidential Security Command. As you know, yung Presidential Security Group or PSG has since been reorganized or renamed to the Presidential Security Command. Meron tayong certification from them that says that no personnel in the name of Mr. Ramil Lagunoy Madriaga or Mr. Ramil Lagonoy Madriaga that has been assigned employee detail or otherwise connected with the PSG or the PSC. Same thing for the AFP Security and Protection Group. This was formerly the VPSPG, but reorganized as the APSPG. They also issued a similar certification that no Ramil Madriaga has ever been a member or employed with the VPSPG. With respect to the allegation na si Madriaga daw ang nag-introduce and recommended Dennis Nolasco to VP Sara, this is impossible. VP Sara says this is impossible because hindi niya nga kilala si Madriaga. And it was actually Lieutenant Colonel Rene Giroy, former commanding officer of the PSG Second Presidential Escort, who was assigned to provide security for VP Sara when PRRD was still president, that introduced Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco to her. And it was also Lieutenant Colonel Giroy, who was then acting head of the VP SPG, that facilitated Lieutenant Colonel selection as VP SPG Deputy Commander. So Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco confirms this, and he also adds that Madriaga lacks any standing in the AFP or the PSG hierarchy to influence a personal decision like that. Kasi si Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco was designated as the VP SPG Deputy Commander, which is the second highest position in the VPSG, only below the VP SPG Commander. So Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco was explaining, Madriaga has no personality in the AFP or the PSG to influence a personal decision like that. And wala naman siyang relationship with VP Sara to be even in a position to introduce Nolasco to VP Sara. Next. So regarding the claim that Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco was the one that tapped the services of Colonel Lachica. So ito yung ang sinasabi ni Madriaga na kilala niya ay si Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco, at renekomenda niya daw si Nolasco kay VP Sara para makapasok sa VP SPG, tapos si Nolasco daw yung pumili kay Colonel Lachica to head the VPSG. So this is also not true. VP Sara testified in her complaint affidavit that Colonel Lachica was shortlisted by the AFP Senior Officers Placement Board based on his qualifications and selected based on merit. Si Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco naman explains that that notion is absurd. Siya yung pumili kay Colonel Lachica or nag-facilitate ng appointment ni Colonel Lachica to the VP-SPG because si Colonel Lachica is more senior to Dennis Nolasco in rank and in age by 10 years. So if you can imagine, the AFP is strictly hierarchical, and seniority, of course, is very important to the AFP. So it's absurd na somebody 10 years the junior of Colonel Lachica ang magfa-facilitate ng appointment niya to head the VP-SPG. At pangalawa, Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco also says that before Colonel Lachica was designated as VP's SPG commander in September 2022, hindi naman sila magkakilala. They had no opportunity to work together. So si Colonel Lachica in his own affidavit confirms all that. Okay, so dito yung mas we had to go through that kasi yung claim of Madriaga that he formed the VP SPG, he wants that or he needs that to be true para itong mas importanteng allegation niya against VP Sara, which is nagtransport daw siya ng milyong-milyong pera upon instructions of VP Sara. Kailangan niya maging totoo yung claim niya na binuo niya yung VP SPG for this allegation to be credible, to establish na kilala niya talaga si Colonel Nolasco and si Colonel Lachica. So he said in his affidavit, from July 2022 to April 2023, I worked with Colonel Nolasco and Colonel Lachica. Our work involved tactical transport services, securing VP Sara and other VIPs, conveying highly confidential information, and transporting large amounts of money to several persons as instructed by VP Sara. So What was VP Sara's response? This is impossible. Madriaga could not have worked with Nolasco or La Chica under my instructions or in any capacity because all of these tasks are handled exclusively by official government personnel assigned through government protocols. And Madriaga was never part of the Office of the Vice President, the Vice Presidential Protection and Security Group, Security and Protection Group, and the Department of Education. So there was no opportunity for them to work together. So as proof of that, we secured, apart from certification from the VP-SPG, nakakuha din kami ng certification from the OVP and the Department of Education that says that there was no Madriaga employed or connected with those offices. To go even a step further, because Madriaga claims na as early as 2018 when VP Sara was still mayor of Davao City, nagtatrabaho na siya sa kanya. We also got a certification from the Davao City local government. So that's all in the complaint affidavit that we can provide to you if you want to see that copy.
Okay, sir. Let's entertain questions from our media partner, sir. First question.
Patapos na tong briefer, sorry.
Okay.
Para ma-cover natin lahat. Okay, so when we started publicizing VP Sara's defense to all of these, si Attorney Raymond Palad in one of his interviews said na wala siyang record sa gobyerno, si Madriaga, because hindi daw siya government employee, kundi personal aid or alalay daw siya ng pamilya Duterte. So our response to that is, one, afterthought yan, kasi in the affidavit, he clearly says that he worked for those government offices. Second, and sabi niya, and this is in connection with parang what the evidence that we released a few weeks ago proving na hindi magkakilala si VP Sara and si Madriaga. Second, kung personal aid si Madriaga, bakit siya hindi na-invite doon sa inauguration ni VP Sara? Because that's what we've already proven. So third, walang tao na nasa circle ni VP Sara na kilala siya as nagtatrabaho for VP Sara. Tapos pang-apat, kung napaka-sensitive naman ng trabaho niya, secret employee siya, it doesn't make sense kasi post ng pictures kasama nung alleged boss niya, diba? So it doesn't make sense yung mga sinasabi ni Madriaga at itong si Attorney Palad. And then meron siyang in one of his alleged deliveries, sinabi niya nag-deliver siya ng white Vios with 80 million pesos inside tapos after delivering that to the SM Mega Mall parking lot, he saw daw the white Vios being driven by the wife of Ombudsman Prosecutor Ryan Ray Kilala, named Rhea, who was a classmate of VP Sara. So this is also impossible. We have the testimony of Attorney Ryan Kilala na one, hindi sila nakatanggap ng kahit anong kotse na may laman na pera na ganon. And then, it's also impossible for Madriaga to see his wife driving because the wife doesn't know how to drive. She doesn't even have a license or has never had the license, and we've secured an LTO certification to this effect na never nagkaroon ng lisensya itong si Madriaga. Tapos, ito naman, second to the last na to, guys. Meron siyang alleged delivery to a comedy bar owned and frequented by SSC Law alumni, that's San Sebastian Law alumni, located in the Timog area. Apparently, he saw daw OVP spokesperson Reynold Monsayak, a former classmate of VP Sara, and he signaled for me to go upstairs and leave the money at the office. So according to Attorney Reynold Monsayak, the former OVP spokesperson, he was also acting PCGG chairman under the time of PRRD. That's absurd and entirely invented. He doesn't know Madriaga personally, and it just defies logic and common experience. In fact, si Attorney Reynold Monsayak was part of the OVP at the time that Colonel La Chica at the time that Madriaga alleges that Colonel La Chica instructed him to bring money to Attorney Reynold Monsayak to this comedy bar. So it doesn't make sense kasi magka-opisina si Reynold Monsayak at si Colonel La Chica. If, di ba, kung pag-iisipan lang natin, kung gustong magbigay ng pera from La Chica to Monsayak, they could have done that in the office or they could have met privately. It doesn't make sense to involve somebody with a criminal record like Madriaga to deliver it in a public place like a comedy bar. And then last slide, ano bang motive ni Madriaga? We have evidence, a text message or Facebook Messenger message from Madriaga to Lieutenant Colonel Nolasco on December 12, confirming that the allegations are pure fabrication. Bakit? Because in this text message, he was trying to convince Nolasco na mag-imbento ng kwento na yung confidential funds, si Nolasco daw ang nagbigay kay Madriaga. Tapos based on the text message, sabi ni Madriaga, siya na lang daw magpapaliwanag kung saan napunta yung confidential funds. And clearly, sinasabi niya dito sa text message na makakalabas siya ng kulungan kasi mag-state witness daw siya. So, yun, for us, this is clear evidence na gawa-gawa lang yung testimony against VP Sara, and there's a clear motive on Madriaga's part to do this, which is to get out of prison. So yun, that's what we prepared, and we can answer questions.